clean hand sanitizer. So in 3 shops. So shop A sells it at 380, then shop B sells it at 350, shop C sells it at 4. And then the sales are for December. The number of bottles sold is for December 2019 is 280 for shop A. Just so basically you need to know how to read the table. Then over here it says the selling price of and clean hand sanitizer in each of the 3 shops can be represented by a matrix P. So this is the matrix they represent. So can you see they pick the 380 from here, they pick the 350 from here, they pick the $4 from here. So in a way, right, this matrix is called the price matrix in this question. So the price is 380, 350, and then $4. Okay, so in a way, this matrix, so when it comes to matrix, right, so the term is called the dimension of the matrix. So what's the dimension? The dimension for this matrix is a 1/3 matrix. Why? Because it's 1 row and 3 columns. Okay, this is the 1 row, right? How many columns? 1, 2, 3. So therefore it's 3 columns. So therefore this matrix is a 1 times 3 matrix. You have to know the dimension, otherwise later on sometimes the addition can work out, sometimes the addition cannot work out. Okay, so this is a 1 times 3 matrix. Okay, then over here say write down a 3 times 3 by 3 matrix Q. So they want a matrix Q which is 3 times 3. So what it means for 3 times 3, that means you have 3 rows and 3 columns, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, so to represent the number of bottles sold in each of the 3 shops over the 3 months, so you just pick all this, you put it all here, then you get the answer. Alright? Okay, so that's your matrix Q. And this represents the number of bottles sold, right? Then now it says state a 3 times 1 matrix R. So you need to have a 3 times 1 matrix R. So 3 row and 1 column, right? So 3 row and 1 column means this one and just 1 row, right? And this one such that the product of QR, so that means this one, Q and R, will represent the total number of hand sanitizers sold in each shop for the 3 months. Yep. So what is this matrix?
Or just multiply.
Such that Q and R will give you the the number of hand sanitizers sold in each shop. So basically you will get a
280 plus.
Let me see.
50 plus 190.
QR will give you the total. This is the total what? Total for the shop A. This is the total for shop B. This will be the total for shop C. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you should put here?
Just
That's what they
multiply,
ask.
is it?
That's what they ask. Right?
Yeah.
So to find the total for shop A, that means you should take 280 plus 320 and plus 345, right? Right? So how? So what is this?
Just, isn't it multiply?
Multiply what?
Sorry. Not multiply, add. You add the total number.
So first thing first, QR means Q times R, right?
Yeah.
So this means multiplication of matrix. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to multiplication of matrix, yes. So now we will talk more about it. So matrix multiplication. So for matrix multiplication, there are rules you need to observe before you can do it. So if I give you a 2 times 1 matrix, I give you a 2 times 1 matrix. 2 times 1 means 2 row 1 column. 2 row 1 column. So let me just get a 2 row 1 column. 2 row 1 column. So next time when you do matrix, you probably want to do this also. Why? Because then only then you know the row and the column. Without all this, it's very hard to see, in my opinion. So let's say if you have 2 and 3, you have 1 and 2. So now you want to multiply these two together. Let's say you want to multiply these two matrices together. Okay? It won't work. It won't work. So when can you do matrix multiplication? Is when you have a 2 times. So I'm not going to write the 2R and 1C again. You should know. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll give you 2 times 2 matrix. The only way for the matrix to work is you need to have a 2 times something matrix. Okay? So only when your these two and these two they match, then you will end up with a 2 times question mark matrix. Meaning what? Meaning if the first matrix is m times n, then in order for them to multiply together, there has to be n times something. So if n times mn, never mind. Okay? So if the multiplication of two matrices is valid, right? This is the only case that makes it valid. And then you will end up with a m times o matrix after the multiplication. Are you clear?
Oh.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
If these two they are not the same, not valid. No answer.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
So just now you have a 3 times 3 matrix, which is your Q. So the R must be
3 times something.
3 times something, right? That's why it's 3 times 1.
Okay.
Okay? So sometimes they give you QR, they ask you to find QR. Doesn't mean you can find.
Okay.
So you don't assume that, oh, every time the question given is valid. So you need to check. So if it's invalid, you need to tell the question, hey, you give me a multiplication of two matrices, it's not valid. Then you need to tell the question, okay, it's not valid. So I cannot have an answer. You understand? So in this case, it's valid. Why? Because this is 3, this is 3. Right? This is matrix Q, this is matrix R. Okay? So you have all the numbers already.
Yeah.
So what matrix? This is what they ask for.
So it becomes 3 1.
Okay? This is what they ask for. What matrix you need to times, you will get the total. Total A, total B, and total C. You already have all this. So what matrix?
You add the values together.
I also know I need to add, but what matrix you give so that you can add?
Uh. Huh?
So this is your Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what matrix is here will give you the total A, total B, total C. So you know that you are supposed to do what? You are supposed to add these three together. That will give you your total A, right?
Yeah.
Then you add your this. That will give you a total B, right?
Yeah.
Then of course you add the rest. That will give you a total C, right? So what you give yourself here will give you the add these three together. Isn't it 1 1 1? Because if this is 1 1 1, so how you do this matrix multiplication? First, 3, 3, valid. Next, I will end up with 3 times 1. Okay, good. I will end up with 3 times 1. Is this 3 times 1?
Yeah.
Yep, so it's 3 times 1. Good. Next, I need, in a way, they ask you to design a matrix R such that it will give you a total A, total B, total C. So now, the numbers, the 3 numbers here is for you to put. You can put 2, 2, 2. You can put 0 0.5, 1, and 0 0.5. But which one will give you these 3 add together? This one. Why? Look. How do you do the matrix? Do this, then you get your total A. So in a way, 280 times 1 plus 320 times 1, 245 times 1. This will give you the total A. Understand?
Okay.
This one will be your total A. Then now total B will be given by this one and this one. You do the same thing. So it's 250 times 1
So the
plus
second
265 times 1 plus 280 times 1. So you do the rest for the last row and this one. So that's how you get the answer.
So you do like the second row is you multiply with the second row is 3 by 1 matrix.
Oh, so the way to do it is this. I can give you another one. So let's say you have 2, 1 and then 3, 4. So this is 2 by 2. So I need a 2 by something, right? At least. So let's say if I have a 2 by 2. How you do this question? First, valid. I will end up with a 2 by 2, right?
Yeah.
So your job is to fill up this 4. Right? Now, how do you do it? For the first one is given by this. So 2 times 1 plus 1 times 2. That will give you your first one. Okay? How do you get the second one? This and this. Same thing. 2 times 1, 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2. How do you get this one? This and this. 3 times 1 plus 4 times 2. How do you get the last one? Yeah, same thing. Okay? Then you use your calculator to get the answer. Okay? Give you another one. One more. 2, 1, 3, 4. This is a 2 by 2, right? So at least I need a 2 by something, right? What about 2 by 1? 2 by 1, 2 row, 1 column. 1 and 2. So how do you get the answer? So you will get, it's valid, so I will get a 2 by 1. What is the 2 by 1? 2 row, 1 column. So how do you get this first answer?
It's 2 1 times 1 2.
Right? How do you get the below one?
3 4
Right? That's it. Okay, so this one will be 2 times 1 plus 1 times 2. This one will be 3 times 1 plus 4 times 2. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so therefore I will get the answer for this one. Okay, so the total A, total B, total C. So the answer for the R is this one. I need to give 1 1 1. So R matrix is 1 1 1 1 mark. So evaluate. Evaluate. I have just done that, right? Both QR, right? So it's a 3 by 1 also. Okay. Now it says, given that the cost price of a bottle is 260, show that the profit each shop makes for selling a bottle of is given by this one. So how? The price is this, right? The selling price is this, right? From here, right? And then they say the cost is 260. So without using matrix, right? So they say so that the the profit is this. So without using matrix, I think you just take 380 minus this, 350 minus this, 4 minus this, then you will get the profit, right? Right? Selling price minus the cost, then you get the profit,
Yeah.
right? Without using matrix. But what if they force you to use matrix? How do you get back this? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How?
So it's
So this is a 3 by, okay, this is a 1 by 3 matrix. How do you end up with a 1 by 3 matrix? That's the question.
3 by 1.
So 1 times 3, 1 by 3, which is a P. You need to times something. That will give back your
1 by 3.
1 by 3.
So it should be 3 by something.
Yep, so it will be 3 by 3, right?
Yeah.
So basically you need to design a matrix such that it's 3 by 3. Okay? Not only it needs to be 3 by 3, but it also need to account for this 260. You understand me now? Let's do it over there. This question is slightly harder because you need to design it. Usually they will guide you. But this one they never guide you. So P is this. And then you need to times a 3 by 3 matrix. Then you will get the 1, 2, 1.2, 0.9, and 1.4. So what you want to do is you want the 380 minus the 2.6, right? You also want the 350 minus the 2.6, right? You want the 4 minus the 2.6, right? Right?
Yeah.
How? And you know that this one will do with this one to get the first one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how? This is for multiplication, huh?
Yeah.
What about this is one way to think of it. Okay? Seems like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So the other way to think about it is this. Minus, yes. But minus what? So that you get this. So times doesn't work, right? So how do you do the minus? So that you can get this. You put 2.6, 2.6, 2.6. Why? Actually for addition, so we have talked about the rule for multiplication. So now we talk about the rule for subtraction and addition. Is if you have a 1 by 3, you also must have a 1 by 3. So they must have the same dimension in order for addition and subtraction to work. For multiplication is n by n, it must be n by something, right? For the multiplication of matrix to work. For addition and subtraction is must be the same. And then you end up with the same. Okay? So that's the way to do it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then done. So it says evaluate the matrix T equal to S times QR. S times QR, so I mean this is S. QR we already found, right?
Yeah.
So S is this 0.1.2, 0.9, 1.4. So write down the dimension, which is 1 by 3. So QR is, I think you need to help me out with QR. Help me out with QR, yeah.
To find what?
Nah? Sorry. So this is 190 times 1 plus.
So you're trying to find
This will give me the total bottle A, total bottle in B. This will give me the total bottle in C.
Oh.
So what's the first one?
280 plus 320 plus 245.
Plus 245 with a dot. This one is in. Oh yeah, yeah. It's 280. Yeah, not okay. All this is not This is number, so it's 190. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 845.
First one 845. Thanks. 845. Next one. So this is 190. This is 230. This is 290.
825.
Mm.
Then the total you add.
This one.
But how you gonna know?
Last one. 190. 230. 290. Yeah.
710.
Okay, good. So get it over. The first thing I do is I ask myself whether it's valid or not. So this is a 3 by 1, right? So 1 by 3, 3 by 1, match.
1 by
Okay,
1.
so you get a 1 by 1. Okay, so how do you get it? You do this.
So the question.
1.2 times this, 0.9 times this, 1.4 times this, right?
Yeah.
So what's the answer?
Okay, so this is 1.2 times 845.
Mm.
1000.
No, wait. It's going to be a 1 by 1. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to take 1 by 2 times this plus 0.9 times this plus 1.4 times this.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's 1.2 times 845 plus 0.9 times 825 plus 7 plus 1.4 times
2750.5.
27.5.
50.5.
So they will usually ask you what this represents. This represents the profit. Because this is the profit, right?
Yeah.
You profit times the number of bottles in A, number of bottles in B, number of bottles in C. So this is the total profit for all the shops. Okay? Did they ask for that? Explain what the element T represents. Yeah. So this is the total profit for all shops for the past 3 months. December, January, and Feb. Yep. So that's how you do this question.